Web personalization is a great buzzword, but what does it really mean? And why should this be an important part of your marketing plans in the future? I'm Andrew Johnson, and this channel provides practical advice for marketing leaders and entrepreneurs. If you like this content, please hit the like button, and if you want to be notified of new content, subscribe to the channel. Now, web personalization is nothing new. Everyone who shops at Amazon or logs into Netflix understands the personal experience these websites give you. These companies leverage vast amounts of customer data to recommend products based on your behavior. In both of these cases, you are logging into these sites and therefore agreeing to this level of tracking. The fact is that people are now used to this experience and often expect it. And really, it's not as creepy as it once was. So when we think about this, the facts really do speak for themselves. According to Accenture, 83% of consumers are willing to share their data to create a more personalized experience. Smarter HQ stated that 51% of marketers say personalization is their top priority. And according to Adweek, personalization can reduce customer acquisition costs by up to 50%. Essentially, I believe the goal is to help the user find the information they need as conveniently as possible, and then take action through downloads, a chat, or a form fill. This is fascinating to me because now I'm dating myself here, but I was floored by a book written by Don Peppers and Martha Rogers called The OnetoOne Future. The concept was to structure communications towards individuals rather than the masses. This was in 1993, and trying to implement this concept was challenging. I mean, Amazon was started in a garage selling books a year later. So prior to this concept, we used terms like mass marketing. The idea was to get information out to a wide audience rather than targeting individuals. We just didn't have the means. We just didn't have the means to communicate that way. The point is that this idea hatched almost 30 years ago. So really, what does this mean in 2021 and beyond? If you're not personalizing your messaging now, you have a lot of catching up to do. But while I say that, most companies are still just working on it. This includes me. But I'll leave you with 3 ways you can get started. First, you have to think about the user data. If you're not using good data, your personalization effort is bound to fail. There are a few different sources of this data. First is your customer database or your CRM system. Make sure this data is clean and up to date. And I can't stress this enough. Second, there is implicit data. This includes data that's captured by website browsers and includes geolocation, page visits, time on your site, and other behavioral type online metrics. Third, there is explicit data. This includes data that is provided by the web visitor, including web forms, polls, chat. There are also, in addition to all this, there's third-party data providers that can provide identifying information based on IP address or email address matches in their system. With all of these sources, it's important to start simple and then build from there. And this brings me to number 2. Personalization can happen in many different ways. Email is probably the easiest because you are sending to known people. You can segment and customize these email communications down to the individual level. Perhaps you are sending emails on behalf of a sales representative addressed to that specific person with a message resonating with their job function, company type, or size. On your website, a pop-up can trigger based on customer identifying information or pages that they happen to be viewing. Chatbots can also be tailored to specific pages of your website and also known individuals. The bot can, in that way, greet people by name and ask questions relevant to that person. On a broader scale, you can invest in some web tools to help personalize pages with different graphics and headlines based on visitor qualities. So third is research. This stuff is not magic. There are all kinds of personalization tools and agencies out there. Google Optimize provides some capabilities, and then that's a product, Google Optimize. So that provides some capabilities from a website perspective. Optimizely is another one that I'm familiar with. Your marketing automation system may also have some capabilities. Start by reviewing the systems you currently have in place, including your email provider and web hosting platform. Then conduct some Google searches and find ways you can improve personalization throughout all your touch points. If you know of a good personalization system or have other ideas, please share in the comments. And while you're at it, I appreciate a like on the video.